Bank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerge from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. It's an Indian summer afternoon, perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's Leonard Fournette, 1,000-yard rusher from a year ago. And he powers his way up past the 30. Tackle made by Brian Orakpo.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Let's go. Come on. Run to the ball. We got 13.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's got Moncrief. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. 11.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. And that is incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A handoff to Fournette, and he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The open man is Westbrook, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They go play action here on 1st down. Goes underneath for Henry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it 2nd down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. Play action, now Taylor. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
Beast.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
I don't know what I want to do unless I don't talk to it.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Here we go. Hurry up. Hurry up.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
On second down, here's Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. He finds Corey Davis. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Taylor now to throw on third down. And that is incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding third and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Would you look at that? Would you look at that?
Taken at about the 14. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
One, Omaha. Hey, 13, 13, 11, 11, 11, 11. They hut.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from 137-yard line to the other as they come up first and 10. Here's a give to Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He is putting on a show in this second quarter, racking up the receiving yards as he has a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Now Leonard Fournette. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Looking back to Leonard Fournette's rookie campaign, over 1,000 yards rushing. And coming into the league, some people saw this kid as an ex-Adrian Peterson. What can we expect from him going forward?
I like the comparison because of the size, the strength, the speed. But I think he catches the ball better than Adrian Peterson. So I think
and the ball is knocked out. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control.
Crikey.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back.
That should have been me.
This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. They'll run with Fournette.
Nice.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, it's Fournette.
Golly, my
Give him
front
3
four
yards
is
on the run there. That still leaves
tearing
him
it
with a
up,
difficult
son.
3rd and 8 coming up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down.
Not, oh, there's, dang it, that
Contact
should have been
made the
caught.
ball roam free and brings up
Wow.
4th down.
Wow.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And
we
Lambeau will put this one through. And
21
the Jaguars
seconds.
grab a 3-0 lead.
21
Now,
seconds.
the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it.
What
Looks like they're
shall
heading to
we
the locker room,
do?
barring something unfortunate in front
All
of the
right.
scoreboard.
You
Yeah,
get
they
run
may
back.
not be jumping up and down and
Oh,
celebrating
right
because
there.
they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to
Oh.
the team. And they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping. knowing that they are out in
Sons
front.
of beast.
The Titans offense now, they get set to
Sons
head
of
back
beast.
out here. And with time quickly fading here in the second
Buzz.
quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play
Aggressive.
this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Off the play fake, here's Taylor. Escaping the Taylor hit. He lost the football, but it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed they will keep possession of the ball. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They go play action now. Taylor eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach.
Brolando.
EA Sports halftime report. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0
Crikey,
our
mate.
score as the second half gets underway. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the
he's gonna break
35-yard
one.
line at the 34.
Maybe not
Around
today.
the NFL, second quarter
Maybe not
in
anytime
Atlanta.
soon.
And it's an
My
early
dude's
lead
gonna
there
break
for the
one.
Saints. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run by Henry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Dang it. Gotta hit that triangle next time.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Righty, well, that's brutal.
He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
Treble. All right. Right linebacker, what are you doing? You backing up? Oh, shit, wrong button.
And Walker with it over the
middle. And
he'll be brought down right around the 37. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down
or
steps.
Pressing the right button.
Get there, and they
so much about
made
this
the
game
tackle.
Pressing the right GD button.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2.
It's gonna be May.
Get the ball back here. Didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Front
Benny
4.
Logan.
Front 4, baby.
In there to bury him for a loss of 11.
He said all day. Yeah, don't get too loud yet, Bubba. We're still not good.
And some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st down, Garoppolo. A little 360. And taking it across midfield and just shy of 40. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Got lucky there.
A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Out come the Titans now.
All right.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
He's all alone. Tyrod Taylor, the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Tyrod Taylor, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Oh, my
On
God.
the run, it's Fournette. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny
Yeah.
Vaccaro. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Dion Lewis, a first carry for the expatriate. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Taylor. Smith catches left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Titans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Being chased out.
Oh,
and
my
look at
goodness.
this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be...
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Jarrell Casey in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. 11. Garoppolo looks to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
Nice.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Early on in the broadcast, you talked about how he was one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 last year and that they needed to keep him under 100. He's well under 100.
And how about in our pregame meetings when we talked with them, they said that was going to be one of the top priorities for them in this one.
He goes underneath for Yeldon, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Golly.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59. 1 Omaha.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
I had that one fixed.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Last year, the Jags had 18 rushing touchdowns, 9 by Fournette, and he's back there on 2nd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They come out here in the I. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. Here's Fournette.
Nice.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away.
Lambro.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. The return man is Grant. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield.
It got his man complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. They'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
All right, one timeout left. I'm going to score a touchdown.
He'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
All right, they picked up yardage, but they've got to get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it. They've got one timeout left, want to save it.
Back to throw. The quick slant caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Nice.
Austin Seferian-Jenkins with 7 seconds remaining. And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
Couldn't get a freaking stop. Yeah, whatever. Good game, dude. Really
Here's
good
Lambeau out to kick this one away.
Yeah, give it to him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Titans getting set to go. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. He's back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lewis. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. One last shot for Taylor. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Jacksonville, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL.